Most people install solar in their camper van completely wrong. They either overspend, underpower the setup, or end up with batteries dying in middle of the trip. And the worst part, everything looks fine until you actually start traveling. In the next 15 minutes, I will show you exactly how to build a perfect solar setup step by step. If you are planning a camper van in India, your solar setup is the most important system in your vehicle because it controls everything: light, fan, fridge, charging, and everything. But there is the problem. Most people don't understand how much power they actually need or how all the components work together. So in this video, I'll break it down in a simplest way possible. We will cover how to calculate your power needs, which solar panel to choose, battery types and sizing, wiring safety and real India conditions, and finally how much it will actually cost. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what setup is right for your camper van. Because in India, we have abundance of solar sunlight, so let's make use of it. Thanks to all the subscribers and viewers. This is Vinay, Earth Camper, Bangalore. New videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 6:30 pm. Don't miss out. If you are into camper vans, van life, smart conversion, this channel is for you. I'll be sharing real, practical camper van knowledge you can actually use. So make a note, subscribe and join the journey. Also, I did love to hear from you. Drop your comments, suggestion to help grow this channel. These are the 10 points guide, solar setup for camper van. I will share details of each of these points. Power your freedom. Travel anywhere with a proper solar and a battery setup. Imagine this, you are parked at a beautiful location, no noise, no crowd, just nature. But inside your camper van, no lights, no fan, no charging. That's the reality without a proper power system. This is exactly why solar becomes a game changer. Solar gives you a complete freedom. You don't have to depend on campsites, hotels or external plug points. Wherever you park, you still have power. Now, especially in India, this becomes even more powerful. We get abundant sunlight almost throughout the year. That means your camper van can generate electricity almost every day. Unlike generators, solar is silent, clean and zero fuel cost. No noise, no pollution, no running expenses. It just works in the background. Another big advantage is convenience. Once installed, solar keeps charging your battery automatically while you drive, while you relax, even while you sleep. That is during the daytime. You don't have to think about it every day. And for families or long trips, this becomes essential because your lights, fan, fridge, phone charging, everything depends on reliable power source. Without solar, you will constantly worry about battery levels. With solar, you gain peace of mind. So solar is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the backbone of your entire setup. Get this right and your van life becomes truly free, comfortable and independent. Interesting fact, India receives 300 plus sunny days a year, perfect for solar power generation. Before you choose solar panels or batteries, you need to understand one thing clearly, your actual power needs. This is where most camper van setups go wrong. People either copy someone else's setup or just guess and later they face problem, either not enough power or wasted money. So let's simplify this. Start by listing everything you use inside the camper van. Lights, fans, fridge, mobile chargers, laptop, maybe even water pump. Every device consumes power measured in watts. Now multiply that by how many hours you will use it in a day. For example, 10 watts light used for 5 hours is 50 watt hours. So do this for each item and add everything together. This will give you your daily energy consumption. Sometimes there will be clouds, shade, dust on the panels and all this reduce the solar efficiency. So always add a 20 to 30% buffer. This ensures your system works even on bad days. Also think about your travel style. If you drive daily, your battery gets charged regularly. But if you stay parked 2-3 days, you will need more battery capacity. At the end of this step, you will have a clear number. The number decides everything. Solar panel capacity, overall cost. Get this step right and your camper van electrical system becomes simple, reliable and stress-free. So the pro tip, it's better to slightly oversize your system than to run out of power on the road. Now that you know your power needs, let's talk about most visible part of your system, solar panels. At basic level, solar panel converts sunlight into electricity, but not all solar panels are same. First, you will hear two common types, monocrystalline and polycrystalline. Monocrystalline panels are most efficient, performs better in low light, and takes less space on the roof. Polycrystalline panels are slightly cheaper, but they need more space for same output. For camper vans, where roof space is limited, monocrystalline is usually better choice. Now comes another important decision: flexible versus rigid panels. Flexible panels are lightweight and can bend slightly. They look clean and aerodynamic on the van, but they heat up faster and generally have shorter lifespan. Rigid panels, on the other hand, are more durable, more efficient, and better for long-term use. They sit slightly above the roof, so which also helps with cooling and performance. Next is sizing. If your daily needs say 1000 watt hours, you will need enough panel capacity to generate that in a day. In India, you can roughly expect 4 to 5 hours good sunlight, so panel size should be matching the reality. Also remember, dust, shade, and parking direction also affects output. So always better to slightly oversize the panels, because more solar means faster charging, less dependency on external sources. In short term, choose efficient solar panels, install them smartly, and size them based on real usage. Do this and your solar system will work reliably in real conditions. Also, how the solar panels are mounted: roof mounted versus portable. Roof mounted permanent installation. Portable panels are portable and adjustable. So choose this method depending on your situation. One pro tip: wattage is important, but quality is critical. Buy from a trusted brand. Check warranty carefully. It's long-term investment. So now let's talk about a small component that makes a big difference: the charge controller. This device sits between your solar panel and your battery. It does a simple job: control the flow of power and protect your battery from overcharging. Without it, battery can get damaged quickly. Now there are two main types: PWM and MPPT. Let's start with the PWM. PWM controllers are simple and affordable. They reduce the voltage from the panel to match the battery. But in doing that, they waste a lot of potential energy. So while they work, they are not very efficient. Now comes MPPT, which stands for maximum power point tracking. MPPT controllers are smart. They take full voltage from the solar panels, convert it efficiently, and deliver more usable power to your battery. In simple terms, MPPT can give you up to 20 to 30% more efficiency compared to PWM. This becomes very important in real conditions like cloudy weather, partial shade, mornings and evenings, especially in India where conditions are not always perfect. MPPT performs much better. Yes, MPPT controllers are expensive, but they generate more power every day. So over time they actually give you better value. For small, very basic purpose, PWM can work, but for most camper vans, especially if you are using fridge, fan and multiple devices and live full time and use the camper most often, MPPT is the better choice, because in solar system, efficiency is everything. The charge controller is what makes sure you get maximum out of your solar panels. So for most camper vans we build, we recommend MPPT charge controller: best performance, more energy, future ready. The pro tip is, if your solar panels are more than 200 watts total, MPPT is the smart choice. So now let's talk about the heart of your entire system, the battery. This is where all your solar energy gets stored, and everything inside your camper van depends on it. There are two main types of batteries you come across: lead acid and lithium batteries. Let's start with lead acid. They are cheaper, widely available, that's why many people choose them initially. But they come with limitations. You can use only about 50% of their capacity. They are heavier and require maintenance. The lifespan is shorter, so you may end up replacing them sooner. Now let's look at the lithium, especially Life PO4. They are more expensive upfront, but they offer huge advantage. You can use 80 to 90% of their capacity. They are lighter, charge faster and last much longer. The real world use, this means more usable power, less worry and better performance every day. Another important point: lithium handles frequently charging and discharging much better, which is exactly what happens in camper van. Now if you are building a very basic and budget setup, lead acid can still work, but you want reliability, efficiency, long-term value, lithium is the better choice. In fact, more modern campervan builds are moving towards lithium because your battery is not just a component, it's the backbone of your entire electrical system. Choose wisely and everything else becomes easier. So now let's understand how actually use the power inside the campervan through DC and AC systems. Your battery stores power in DC, which is direct current. Many devices can run directly on DC, like lights, fans, USB chargers, some fridges. These are efficient because power goes directly from the battery to your device without any conversion. Now comes AC power. This is what you use in normal house, like laptops, mixer, induction stove, regular plug points run on AC. To use AC inside your van, you need a device called an inverter. The inverter converts DC from your battery into an AC power. But there is a catch. This conversion is not 100% efficient. You will lose 10 to 15% energy during conversion. So if you use many AC appliances, your battery will drain faster. This is why smart campervan setup always balance both. Use DC wherever possible, like lighting, fans, charging, and use AC only when necessary. Now when you are choosing an inverter, don't just go for biggest one. The size is based on your actual needs. For example, if your total AC load is 1000 watts, choose an inverter slightly above that, not double or triple. Always use pure sine wave inverter because it's safe for sensitive electronics. In simple terms, DC saves power, AC gives flexibility, and good setup is all about using both wisely. Get this balance right, your system becomes efficient and long lasting. Pro tip: use many DC appliances as possible. It's efficient, reliable, and saves energy. So now let's connect everything together. This is your basic wiring and system flow. Don't worry, this is simpler than it looks. Your entire system flows one clear path. Power starts from solar panel. They generate electricity from sunlight. That power then goes to charge control, which regulates and protects the battery. From there, energy is stored in your battery. Finally, the power flows from battery to your devices, either directly DC or through an inverter for an AC appliances. So the flow is simple: solar panel, charge controller, battery, and load. Now let's talk about something very important: safety. The connection is in your system should be protected with fuse and MCBs, because if there is a short circuit or overload, this will protect your wiring and devices. Next is the cable sizing. Using the right thickness of wire is critical. If the cable is too thin, it can heat up, lose power, or even become dangerous. So always choose cable based on the current load, not guesswork. Keep your wiring neat and organized. This not only looks clean but makes troubleshooting much easier in future. In simple terms, your system is just a flow of energy. If connections are correct, protected, and well planned, everything works smoothly. Get your wiring right. Your entire solar setup becomes safe, reliable, and efficient. Important thing to remember: a safe system is a reliable system. Take time to wire it right, and it will power your adventure worry-free. Now let's talk about something most people ignore but later regret: the monitoring system. Because installing solar is one thing, but understanding how your system is performing is what keeps it reliable. Without monitoring, you are basically guessing. You don't know how much power you are using, how much it is getting charged, how much battery is actually left. That's when problems happen. Suddenly, battery drains, unexpected shutdowns, poor system performance. So what should you monitor? First, your battery level, not just voltage but actual state of charge. Second, power usage, how much energy your appliances are consuming daily. Third, charging input, how much solar energy you are generating. Now, this can be done using a battery monitor or a smart system with mobile apps. This gives you real-time data so you can make better decisions. For example, if you see low battery, you can reduce usage. If solar input is low, you can adjust your parking for better sunlight. Monitoring helps you stay control. Instead of reacting to the problems, you prevent them. In simple terms, your solar system is like a fuel tank, and monitoring your fuel gauge, without it, you are driving blind. With it, you have complete control, confidence, and peace of mind. Now let's talk about something very important: real India conditions. Because what works in theory does not always work the same way on the road. In India, your solar system faces challenges that many people don't consider. First, dust. Dust settles on your panels very quickly, especially on highways or dry regions. Even thin layer of dust can reduce solar efficiency. Next, parking in shade. We often park under the trees or building to avoid heat inside the van, but also reduces the solar generation. So there is always a trade-off between comfort and charging. Then comes weather variability. During the monsoons or cloudy days, the solar output can drop drastically. If your system is not designed with buffer, you may run out of power. Also, the angle and direction of your van matters. Panels work best when facing direct sunlight, but in real life, you don't always get ideal position. So what's the solution? You design your system for real condition, not perfect condition. Slightly oversize your solar panels, keep them clean regularly, always plan for backup power or extra battery capacity. Because in India, your system should be flexible and forgiving. If it works in tough conditions, it will work anywhere. That's the key to a reliable camper van setup. Let's talk about one of the most important questions. How much does a camper van solar setup actually cost? The answer depends on your needs, but let us break it down simply. At basic level, you will need 4 main components: solar panel, charge controller, battery and wiring. Now for the budget setup, you are looking around 1 lakh rupees. This is usually includes smaller panel, basic battery, limited usage, good lights, phone charging and minimal loads. Next is mid-range, around 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs. This is where most people should aim. You get better solar capacity, more reliable battery and enough power for fan, lights and charging, even a small fridge. Then comes a premium setup. It's more than 2 lakh rupees. This includes lithium battery, high efficiency panels, MPPT controllers and ability to run multiple appliances comfortably. Now here is the important part. Don't just choose based on budget. Choose based on your usage. If you travel occasionally, a mid-range setup is more than enough. But if you are doing long trips, full-time travel, running multiple devices, then invest in higher capacity system. Because undersizing creates problems. Oversizing wastes money. The ideal setup is not the budget. It's the most balanced one. Match your system to your lifestyle. Your camper van experience becomes smooth, comfortable and worry-free. Hope this solar setup in a camper van video helped you. If it helped, please subscribe for more videos. Hit the like button and also hit the notification bell. I'll be posting more videos. Please comment down below your thoughts. Please hit the hype button if you see under the video. Helps the channel to grow. Thank you.